What's good, my squad, man? Back here with another reaction video. You feel me? Hey, you feel me? Look, man. We got 1090 Jake explaining what's going on with Pooh Shiesty and what was it, Gucci Mane? I think Gucci Mane, yeah. I heard Pooh Shiesty robbed him, kidnapped him, but was forcing him to sign the paper. That's what I'm hearing online, but I don't know the full story. We just gonna get into it. Like, comment, and subscribe. We got 691 subscribers. Come on, but giveaway at 1,000. You feel me? Come on, subscribe. But let's just get into the video because I know y'all want to know what happened. I definitely do too.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on how Pooh Shiesty robbed and kidnapped Gucci, how Gucci snitched on Pooh Shiesty, how Pooh Shiesty's father is a government informant. This is gonna be one of the craziest videos of 2026.
9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty.
It was well before, several hours before sunup when they first heard a boom. It was then followed by shouting of the from the agents who were saying that they were certainly executing a search warrant. I can tell you, after that boom, there was a back door that was breached.
It sounded like Gucci cooperated.
Definitely was backdooring. Like some backdooring did happen.
Gucci was a victim and gave his testimony.
That boy told.
Come on over here with me, Gucci. It ain't so right. It's all right to go and be civilian. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, this ain't your stand. Yeah. Come on over here with me.
It is okay to be
Chris
a civilian.
Charles on their ass.
Flashbangs.
Charleston said, "Come over here with me, bro."
Pop off the federal search
warrant
of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty's home on April 1st, 2026. The next day, the United States Attorney for Northern Texas would announce 9 individuals, including well-known rappers, were federally charged with kidnapping and robbing at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested in one day, including Memphis rapper Lontrell Williams Jr., aka Pooh Shiesty, his father Lontrell Williams Sr., Memphis rapper Rodney Wright, aka Big30, and 6 others.
That is crazy.
A 32-page sealed criminal complaint would state on January 10th, 2026, at approximately 4:50 p.m., 3 victims were kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint at a music studio. The criminal complaint would list the 3 victims
kidnapped. Where were they taken? Because you have to get somebody in a vehicle, transport them somewhere else. So where were they taken? Where were they kidnapped at? Oh God, like, please tell me this. There's no way they kidnapping grown-ass men. At this point, it's not kidnapping.
At gunpoint at a music studio. The criminal complaint would list the 3 victims by their initials, RD, MM, and BP. But we all know RD is Roderick Davis, the 46-year-old Atlanta rap legend known as Gucci Mane.
I ain't never.
Music is one of the best ways to express your feelings. That's why today we're gonna do something.
I don't know that one of his songs. I'm not saying he's not a good rapper, but I just never heard one of his songs. I don't know him, bro. I just know him because a lot of his artists, like what is it? Big Scar. It was another female. I forgot her name. There's just a lot of people just been passing away that's under him, that's signed to his label.
At approximately 1 p.m. that day, the victims flew into Dallas alongside Gucci's head of security and an additional security officer for a scheduled meeting with Pooh Shiesty, who'd been signed to Gucci's 1017 label since 2021. The meeting was scheduled because Shiesty was upset with the terms of his contract and wished to be released from the label. So he asked Gucci to meet about business. At approximately 1:45, Gucci and his team arrived at the meeting location, a music recording studio within a larger office building. Upon entering the building, they realized the recording studio was closed. In the meantime, they went to a nearby liquor store. Pooh Shiesty's father, who's more commonly known throughout the streets of Memphis as Mob Boss, ran an independent label named Mob Ties Records. Boss would call the owner of the Dallas recording studio at 2:53 p.m., trying to book the studio for Shiesty and Gucci to record music. This was over an hour after Gucci had already arrived. 22 minutes after the call, the studio was open to Gucci and his team.
Okay.
A short time later,
I'm still confused on why the setup. Okay.
Boss could be seen on surveillance video speaking on his cell phone outside the building before entering.
Right.
At 3:39, a production employee would arrive while Pooh Shiesty and his father were standing at the back of the office building, engaged in what appeared to be an argument over the phone. Just minutes later, Shiesty, along with his father, Big30, and 6 others, would enter the east side of the building, walking through the lobby and into the studio. One of the suspects at a later time can be seen exiting before shortly returning with a bag slung over his shoulder. All 9 suspects entered the studio's control room, where inside the victims were watching a football game. Gucci's head of security was positioned in the lobby, while the other guard remained in the vehicle. The victims overheard Pooh Shiesty talking on his cell phone, possibly with his federal parole officer, stating that his caseworker had given him permission to be out on rec time. From what the victims could hear,
nigga was on what? The nigga called his probation officer?
That his caseworker had given him phone, possibly with his federal parole officer, stating that his caseworker had given him permission to be out.
Parole officer? Because he on parole because he got an early release. Now you going back to jail, finishing whatever you had left, and probably they trying to give your ass some more years too, on top of the years that you already got to go finish.
Out on rec time. From what the victims could hear, Shiesty was told on the phone that was not the case, and he needed to return immediately, to which he agreed. At the time, Shiesty was wearing an ankle monitor.
This nigga.
Gucci would tell Shiesty they can reschedule their studio session, but Shiesty asked to speak with Gucci privately in the attached recording room. Gucci would enter the room with Pooh Shiesty, his father, and Big30.
How dumb can niggas be, or just don't care that they go rob a nigga with an ankle monitor on? Where they're tracking you, when they know your very location every second of the day.
2 other victims would remain with the 6 suspects, even offering them drinks as 2 of the suspects
can't say it wasn't you.
And poured up. Inside the booth, Shiesty pulled out a contract termination letter, telling Gucci to sign it, releasing him from the label. Gucci refused. Shiesty became agitated, and the 2 began to argue. The 2 victims could see the conversation play out, and one of them saw the conversation intensifying, so he texted Gucci's head of security, who was still in the lobby. While arguing, Shiesty instructed Big30 to get his bag. Quick pause, because this might actually help you out. If you've ever needed access to your money before payday, there's a banking app called Current that lets you get up to $750 as a paycheck, access to your funds earlier when you actually. If you're trying to build your QR code, it'll take you your information, and Jake 1090 times is definitely like you stay, and Shiesty would pull it. Big30 would come back into the room with the bag, and Shiesty would pull a Draco, aiming it at Gucci and demanding again that he sign the contract release paperwork. Gucci, now being held at gunpoint and unable to leave the room, complied, signing the paper while Shiesty's father and Big30 stood by.
That don't even work. How you gonna go in there and force a nigga to sign some release papers to release you from the label? Nigga, that's not gonna hold up, bro. He filed that, he signed that under duress. It does not count. I promise you, you probably still connected to that label. You probably still in that label. You did all this for no reason.
Out his cell phone and recorded Gucci signing the paperwork while being forced to say he released Pooh Shiesty from his contract. After took out his cell phone and recorded Gucci signing the paperwork while being forced to say he released Pooh Shiesty from his contract. After signing, Pooh Shiesty would take Gucci's wedding ring, watch, earrings, and whatever cash he had on him. Shiesty then handed the paperwork to his father, asking him if it was good, to which he replied, "It needs to be dated." So Shiesty forced Gucci to write the date next to his signature. As Shiesty, 30, and mob boss exited the recording room, the 6 remaining suspects pulled handguns, AR, and AK pistols and began robbing Gucci's 2 associates. One victim, identified only as BP, would have his pockets ran and his wallet removed by who he identified as CMO Damn Fool, one of Shiesty's goons. His 1017 chain would be taken by another man he knew as Glizzy 375. Glizzy would repeatedly threaten to shoot him for moving, but Shiesty would instruct him not to. According to the victim's statement to police, he witnessed Big 30 pointing a cell phone at Gucci within the booth, but assumed he was taking pictures for social media. Victim BP further identified witnessed Big 30 not to. According to the victim's statement to police, he witnessed Big 30 pointing a cell phone at Gucci within the booth, but assumed he was taking pictures for social media. Victim BP further identified Baby Slime 375 for holding him and others at gunpoint. Victim BP and victim MM would identify KD 375.
How are they identifying all these niggas? Like, what is going on? Like,
also recognized, as he can be seen on social media with Pooh Shiesty. KD would also hold them at gunpoint.
Why are we still
Victim
robbing
MM
niggas, bro?
is rumored to be Matt Marzal, who goes by the name Multi-Mars. He's a Chicago-based photographer and has been Gucci's personal cameraman for years. It was also Matt who texted Gucci's head of security when he saw the conversation within the recording booth intensifying.
Look, I'm gonna tell like
Matt
this.
was choked from
If this nigga really sat here and cooperated with police, that's crazy. Like, if ain't he posted like from the streets or he ganged? I don't know if Gucci in the streets or, you feel me? But if he in the streets, he gotta follow the street rules. But you can't be sitting out here telling on people, on me. Like, what's going on, bro? I can see. I don't know nothing. I got robbed though. You feel me? I don't know who it was. They made me sign some papers, signed the papers. I don't know who it was. You can't force me to tell you. Now, the other niggas that was there, if they say something, that's on them. You feel me? But you say nothing on me. Like, the nigga got you. Oh, yeah, you in the streets. The nigga got you. The nigga got you. You got to keep head up, chin up. Hear me? Head up, chin up. Head up, chin up. Oh, God. Like, come on, dog.
Behind, almost to the point of losing consciousness.
But if you're a civilian, you need to stay there. And you stay there on me. Don't try to 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm not a gang member, so I'm 2 steps out. 2 steps out, you feel me? But if a nigga rob me, If I get robbed, you gotta take that to the chin, especially if you feel me. If you don't know who it is, you don't know who it is. But if you know who it is, shut the fuck up. What's the point of telling you got robbed, nigga?
Resulting in scratches to his neck and wrist. He'd be robbed of his Rolex watch, a Louis Vuitton bag containing multiple high-end watches, and his wallet. He'd confirmed to police his Louis bag, wallet, and AirPods all had an Apple AirTag attached.
Oh my God.
And he was also able to identify his robber by his Instagram handle of Twin CMO. While the robbery was taking place, Big 30 walked to the door leading to the lobby, closing it and blocking it with his body, preventing the victims from leaving. But Gucci's security would see what was taking place. Both of Gucci's security guards would draw guns, attempting to force themselves in as they partially opened the door.
Hey Gucci, you need to fire them damn security guards. Don't mean what are you paying them for?
To see that they were greatly outgunned. Gucci was pushed onto a couch, causing the victims to believe they were going to be executed. Shiesty placed the barrel of his Draco to the back of BP's head, ordering him and Gucci to leave the studio through the west side of the building. Gucci then instructed his security to escort them to their vehicle. As the victims left, Gucci's cameraman turned to Pooh Shiesty and asked if they were really taking his watches. Matt would provide police with the last AirTag locations, which was revealed to be the parking lot of an apartment leased to...
I think he thought that shit was a game, like them niggas was just playing.
Pooh Shiesty's father, where Pooh was believed to have been residing in Frisco, Texas. Federal investigators would recover photos of the suspect vehicles, a white Buick Enclave,
like
a
these
black
niggas got masks on though, like How do they identify you?
Cover photos of the suspect vehicles, a white Buick Enclave, a black Hellcat, and a black Dodge Ram with a roll bar. According to law enforcement databases, Big 30's father owns a 2020 Dodge Hellcat in Tennessee, and license plate readers would place it in Texas during the relevant time period of the robbery and traveling with the 2 other suspect vehicles. The white Enclave was found to be a rental, rented by none other than Shiesty's dad. Federal investigators would find surveillance video of Shiesty's dad at a Staples, printing out what they believed to be the release contract an hour before he arrived at the studio. The feds would also link all suspects together by cell phone GPS coordinates and would reveal Shiesty's goons were so poor, 4 of them would have to take a Greyhound bus from Texas back to Memphis, Tennessee. Now remember when the victims offered Shiesty's goons drinks?
Wait. You niggas' priorities is fucked up, bro. There's no way, bro. You niggas had to take a Greyhound back home to Tennessee from Dallas because you niggas was broke. Oh, he used y'all niggas. The niggas that had to take a Greyhound, he used the hell out y'all. There's no way in hell he made you niggas take a Greyhound back to the crib. Oh,
Tennessee.
Oh my God.
Now remember when the victims offered Shiesty's goons drinks? A left ring finger and right thumbprint would identify the 2 suspects that took drinks as they left their prints on the red cups.
Dummy.
The victims obviously knew who Pooh Shiesty was, and Gucci Mane would be listed as one of the victims who identified Shiesty as wearing a Nike mask and hoodie during the robbery. Gucci would also name Big 30 and identify him by his Instagram. In fact, almost every suspect was able to be identified by their Instagram handles. KD would be described as Shiesty.
Look, y'all.
In fact, almost named.
It says MM and RD described Williams Jr. as wearing a black Nike brand Shiesty mask, black hooded shirt, and black pants during the offense. An online search of Williams Jr. matched the individual depicted throughout at Pooh Shiesty.
Big 30 was able to be identified by their Instagram handles. KD would be described as Shiesty's right-hand man. Damn Fool lives up to his name, as he could be seen leaving wearing Gucci's cameraman's Louis bag. He'd then post a video to Instagram wearing one of the stolen watches, and another picture would show him wearing the same sneakers worn in the robbery. Twin, who choked out the cameraman, would post multiple pictures of another stolen watch and even the 1017 chain that was taken. Shiesty and his team executed a coordinated armed recording studio takeover, temporarily kidnapping fucking Gucci Mane, robbing the shit out of him and his team, making his security look like bitches, and leaving the scene without firing a single shot.
Parents of children who play Roblox. If your child was sexually exploited, abused,
you need about like 4-5 at this point, nigga.
For Gucci and his team to fully cooperate with police, leading to a federal takedown and kidnapping charges. More charges can be expected as yet again Pooh Shiesty is alleged to be a felon in possession of another Draco after having just finished a prison sentence for shooting someone in the ass with a Draco. All 9 suspects will be facing life in federal prison for conspiring to and committing kidnapping. And I can only imagine what else the feds can add on with all the firepower and priors they had. It will also be interesting to see who chooses to cooperate against who, as Pooh Shiesty's father is no stranger to the feds. Back in 2007, mob boss was indicted on drug charges and would be sentenced to 70 months in prison after receiving a 5K1 sentencing reduction for his ongoing and future cooperation with the government.
Oh my God.
Meaning he was snitching and agreed to keep snitching. So this whole fucking case is snitch nasty.
Let me find out it's gonna be Gucci another queso situation where own pop starts telling on his son, Let me see. Let me find
fucked
out.
over Atlanta as the most rat-infested city in hip-hop, adding himself to the list of snitches after Young Thug gave investigators the longest interview of his career.
Oh my
Gunna
God.
flipped on Thug. Gunna did Crime Stoppers. T.I. started the Crime Stoppers wave. And Gucci is best friends with QCP.
Oh my.
Gucci would even jump on live after the federal takedown was announced. And you think he'd talk about how he's far from the streets and too rich to abide by them like QCP did. But instead, Gucci was talking about the exact opposite, saying he'll smoke whoever steps to him, he doesn't believe in telling the police shit, and he's keeping it street. The exact opposite of what he
just told
did.
the police everything.
I'ma smoke you. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell nobody, not even the police. I don't believe in none of that shit. Only thing I believe in is don't tell the police. Keep it in the street.
Some are even now pointing out Gucci's old interview speaking on Jeezy, trying to get him killed.
Keep it in the street, nigga. You did the exact opposite, fool. You told the police everything they need to know about the streets, nigga. Oh God.
We were just talking about with the charges and so forth. Do you feel like it was a setup because cats came like after you, like they was coming to get you?
Yeah, I think it was a setup.
Do you have any indications on who it might be? Have you heard anything on the streets? Just whatever you feel in your own heart?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, ain't too many people got the motive to do some shit like that. I just like a detective, learn, you know what I'm saying, look at the motive, who has motive to do it. And this fuck nigga, the only nigga has motive.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight up.
So it's real serious then when we talking about like actually trying to like set somebody to take someone's lives. It's on a whole nother level. It's past just the wax.
It's like I guess it's scared of competition.
Now, Pooh Shiesty just fucked himself after committing the dumbest robbery with his dad being a whole government informant. And Big 30's big door blocking ass is now facing life just because he wanted to be there.
Right.
Never mind the goons that came up on watches but needed a bus pass to get home.
Man, like, come on now. You that priorities the niggas flexing watches, but you niggas just took the Greyhound back home after you, man, I would have sold that motherfucker so fast, boy. What?
That no one expected, and one of the fastest crash outs we've ever seen from a rapper fresh out of prison. This is likely the last time we'll ever see Pooh Shiesty in the free world. Now I'm gonna be honest with you.
They finna throw like the book.
Hearing Gucci Mane snitched, I was in disbelief. Gucci has been one of my favorite rappers since high school.
Damn.
One of the main rappers I listened to in high school. And seeing the paperwork, it broke my heart. And then like 3 minutes later, I got over it. I mean, what the fuck do we expect in 2026? This man's 46 years old. I highly doubt he gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They took his wedding ring, whatever other shit he had. He goes live talking about he'll smoke somebody. He should have smoked Pooh Shiesty.
Right then.
You know, it would have been a bang out. He really wouldn't have won that situation. I don't know why his security wasn't in the room.
In the room. Like, what?
But Texas self-defense, yeah. He
one in the car and one outside. What, nigga?
Got off on that. He should have had some shit on him. You can tell he did not expect this at all. Nobody did. Nobody did. When Seti Nash broke the news, nobody even believed him. Because they were like, ain't no fucking way they playing with Gucci Mane like that.
They sure
Gucci Mane got did dirty.
Bad. In the worst way.
It's 100% confirmed. He's cooperated. Not only did he identify what Pooh Shiesty was wearing and identify Big 30 by his Instagram, how do you think the feds know exactly what took place inside of that booth? None of the other witnesses were in there, and they couldn't hear what was being said. If you're in a music studio, you can't hear what they're saying in the booth if you're not in the booth and they're not talking on the mic. That means Gucci was the one that told them. We went in there, we started arguing, he pulled out this piece of paper, I said no. He tells fucking 30 to go get his bag. He pulls out a fucking Draco, took all my shit. Gucci told the police all of that information.
That's crazy.
100%.
That's crazy.
What the fuck is Atlanta gonna do about it? Not a goddamn thing. We know that. Everybody knows that. You know, snitching ain't nothing anymore. And it's crazy because a lot of the rappers that we looked up to, Gucci being one of them, was against all of that shit.
They telling now.
And that's why these videos are so important, because you can be young and dumb as I once was, riding around listening to these songs, toting guns like they're doing in these songs, committing crimes like they're rapping about in these songs, just for you to get caught, for you to keep that shit real, for you to get sentenced to all that prison time, and the motherfucker that influenced you to live that lifestyle is a fucking rat. And that's the cold, hard truth about this shit.
Apparently you can go from 0 to a complete site with just a single prompt with Rick's harmony. I don't know if it's going to be possible.
And he free.
Do I give a fuck about this case? No. I really fucking don't. Am I the biggest fan of Pooh Shiesty? No. I like a couple of his songs. But this motherfucker's a crash out. End of story. He's a flat fucking crash out. This is the stupidest fucking crime I've ever heard of. You did this shit while you had on an ankle monitor. Literally, what, 30 minutes after you got off the phone with whoever, and they're telling you, yo, you do not have permission to leave. You need to go home now. All right, bet. Let me rob Gucci Man first, and I'll be back. What? The fuck is wrong with you? And this is what I want to know. How much money do you think he really has after this many years just went by? And then he robs and kidnaps the label owner of the label that he's signed to. So there's no label backing him. You know, there's no crazy amounts of money.
Lying, but this is the dumbest shit I heard of. Like, this nigga robbed a nigga own ankle monitor, own house arrest, where they know where your exact location at. And you just got off the phone with your parole officers telling you that you can't be where you're at right now. Go back home or they're finna come get you. They know where you're at. Now, when Gucci Man tell the police, I just got robbed by Pooh Shiesty, they gonna be like, okay, let's see if Pooh Shiesty was actually there. And when they go check your ankle monitor, he was there at the exact time that Wop said. And come on, my nigga. And then for all the other people that was there, the nigga Pooh Shiesty got out of prison, came out, and took 8 niggas with him right back. Like,
behind him. Do you think he even has the funds to afford a lawyer that is gonna get him a decent deal? Because there's no such thing as beating this case. I don't give a fuck. I'll bet everything on it. I'll bet my chain on it. I'll bet my YouTube fucking plaques. He ain't beating this fucking case. They got so much evidence against this man. I seen the internet lawyer that's always, oh, how'd he do it if he's on a monitor? They would have been got him. He was on the fucking monitor. That's why they have all this information. All you had to do was read the fucking thing instead of acting like you know every fucking thing. And he's fucked. The amount of evidence they have in this fucking case, he's gonna get hit with more charges, guaranteed. You know, they're saying he upped the Draco, whatever the fuck, unless they need more proof than that. That's a firearm charge right there. It's an enhancement of punishment if guns were used during this thing. All 3 witnesses are saying that they had guns. The 2 security guards are gonna testify that they had guns. Fuck, Gucci Man himself might testify. What's worse than having somebody say,
you did it?
5 people say, you did it. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. I'm telling you, this is gonna be one of the craziest cases we see in 2026. We're only a couple months in, but hey, y'all know where to come for the content. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. Until next time.
Jeez, 1090 broke it down like how he was supposed to. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy, bro. The most dumbest shit I heard, I ain't gonna lie. That nigga robbed Gucci Man in front of all these white people with guns on house arrest. It's crazy, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. But they finna throw good. That nigga getting like 10 years, and then he gotta finish the 5 years that he got. How many years he had on that? I think he had like probably a year or 2 on that. Then they gonna give him like 15 more years probably. And then when he get out, if he get out, they gonna give him like 15 years of probation. That nigga life is over, bro. Stop. Come on, man. We got to do better, bro. Show these, y'all can't be looking up to these niggas like this, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all at next.